Hey guys, Mac Lake coming to you today from Rwanda in Africa. I've had the opportunity, as many of you know, to be here in this country with Pastor Rick Warren and his team and watch the peace plan in action. And I have the teaching pastor, one of the teaching pastors at Saddleback.
Hi, everybody.
This is Tom Holliday, and also Rick's brother-in-law, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Been on staff at Saddleback for 22 years now.
Yes,
Tom?
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, Tom, tell the guys at Launch Network, what is the peace plan?
I will. First, thanks for getting me out in the rain to do this, Mac. I really appreciate it.
It's the rainy season.
This is awesome. The peace plan, very briefly, is the letters P-E-A-C-E. P stands for plant churches that promote reconciliation. E stands for equip servant leaders. A stands for assist the poor. C stands for care for the sick, and E stands for educate the next generation.
And so Rick came up with a strategy years ago.
Actually, in Africa.
In
came up
Africa.
with this strategy as
Wow.
we looked at the problems that were here. These 5 letters really are to address the global giants like sickness and like education, the things that not one government, not one church, none of us alone can solve. It's going to take all of us working together.
That's the thing I was impressed with here. Is he
Yeah.
said it's going to take the business sector, the private,
Yes.
the public sector, the religious sector.
Yeah, we talk about the 3 legs of the stool. You've got, and you can't stand on 2. You've got to have business and government and church working together.
Yeah. So this week, guys, was probably one of the most outstanding weeks of my life because I got to see peace in action. How Saddleback has adopted the nation of Rwanda because the president of this nation invited Rick to come over and said, help me create a purpose-driven nation. And so Saddleback has been working here for about 8 years now, doing the peace plan, trying to do all 5 of the things in peace. And so, Tom, if you would, I mean, it was remarkable. They showed us this week every aspect of the results of peace. So just tell us a little bit about what's happened in Rwanda in the past 7 years.
He only gave me 2 minutes to do this, so I got to be really brief. But let me just say that peace is all about making the local church the hero. So how can we come here and make the local churches here the hero by giving them support and encouragement? So let me just walk through it real quickly. P, plant churches. We're working with local churches here that we've planted, that are purpose-driven churches, that we're encouraging, that are models for the country, and they're promoting reconciliation in their local communities. E, equip servant leaders. We've done a lot of that in the country. We've trained government leaders, we've trained police officers. We've just done a lot of training here.
They trained the Congress while
Yes,
I was here.
yes. But to me, the most exciting thing is we've trained about 1,200 pastors in how to be a healthy church. But to me, the most exciting thing is the 5 master trainers and about 200 trainers we have under them who can train the churches here now in their own language, so we don't have to come back again and again, but they can be training themselves and even go to other places and train. When it comes to assisting the poor, we've done a lot of work with churches in helping them to understand how to survey their community, understand their community, and make a difference with, for instance, single moms who just can't get their kids to school. What kinds of things do they have going on within their church? So again, the church is the hero instead of Saddleback Church or some other church being the hero here. When it comes to making a difference with caring for the sick, we have done some big work with hospitals and helping hospitals to get started. But more exciting to me is the on-the-ground work. We've trained about 4,000 personal health care workers within the churches. And their job is to go and make assessments in homes so that they can find out what's going on in people's lives and help them to get healthy. And again, it's done from the local church, so that when people see it happening and they go, if there was a church I would go to, it would be that church because they cared about me when I was sick. And then
that was one of the things we saw too. We saw them training volunteer healthcare workers from local churches.
Yeah, it's all volunteer.
It was,
all volunteer.
That was mind blowing.
And then educate the next generation. We have something called Pepe schools, which are preschools, which are attached to churches. The only way they can be run is attached to churches, so that again, this great need for education starting earlier happens through a church. So to me, Rwanda has been one of the great blessings of my life, as I've just watched the church in Rwanda making a difference as we have trained and encouraged them far beyond what we could have done as a church. Far, far, far beyond what we could. And we're a big church, some of you know that, but it's far beyond what Saddleback could have done. So I appreciate being able to talk about it now.
Oh, thank you, Tom. And I mean, it really is amazing. Since they started the work 7 years ago, working with the 3 different sectors, 1 million people now are out of poverty. and there's only 1,400 orphans remaining in the country. They're trying to obliterate orphanages and get all these children placed, and they're doing a great job with that. Tom, thank you. How can they know? How can they find out more about peace?
Well, you can go to the Peace Plan, THE peaceplan.com, and you can find out more about peace.
Thanks, my friend.
Thank you, guys.